The biggest IPO in 4 years is going to price after the close today. Medline, the medical and surgical product company, might not be just the biggest since Rivian 4 years ago. It could also be one of the biggest IPOs ever. And yet there's very little hoopla surrounding it. Leslie Picker has more on the stakes here. Hi, Leslie.
Hey, Kelly. Yeah, it's almost like we forgot how to spell IPO, but I am hearing that this one is expected to price toward the upper half of the range. Medline manufactures and distributes medical supply products. Think of things like masks and gowns and lab kits. It was taken private by a consortium of private equity firms back in 2021, which was then the largest LBO post-financial crisis. So at the high end of its IPO range, Medline could be valued at $55 billion, which is more than $20 billion higher than the sponsors paid for it a couple years ago. Medline is perceived to have this sticky, resilient business, having grown net sales each year since its inception in the 1960s at a CAGR of 18%, according to the prospectus. The company says it will benefit from secular tailwinds like an aging population and consolidation of providers. Medline also acquired several companies as well and plans to continue to do so. That's a key part of its growth strategy. Concentration within Medline's business and its customers is seen as both a tailwind and a risk in the prospectus. Quality problems and product liability, another risk factor listed, as well as its overall pricing pressures in the healthcare industry and potential for more, Cal.
I like those numbers. What was it, 16, 18% CAGR since inception?
Yes.
And does it have a lot of debt?
Like 60 years.
What's the catch?
I mean, now it does have a lot of debt because it was taken private by a consortium of private equity firms. However, it does plan to use at least part of the proceeds to pay back some of that debt. And of course, interest rates were lower back in 2021. So you saw a bunch of these take place. The problem has been since then getting them to go public at a higher valuation, which appears to be the case this time around.
It's also interesting that Databricks, which is still public, still private, did another fundraise today, $4 billion at a $134 billion valuation, which tells you for all the exciting markets people are trying to get into, it feels like they're still stuck in the private space and not in the public space yet. Could the IPO today change that? Or why do you think Medline is going now in December? What does it tell you about 2026 potentially?
Yeah, that's a Series L. I don't think I've ever covered a Series L before, even heard about a Series L before. But it's noteworthy because you have this rising debate of, do you encourage more companies to go public sooner in their fundraising process? Or do you change the dynamic and democratize the private market so that more retail investors can get in there? You've seen movements on both fronts. The government has kind of initiated various policies to try and encourage at least exploration about how more retail investors can get into these companies sooner before going public, as well as changing the IPO process to make it easier and more appealing for companies to go public sooner as opposed to kind of staying private for longer. So what's interesting about this dynamic, Kelly, is that we talk so much about AI, and actually there's a Goldman Sachs basket of, I think it's the Goldman Sachs TMT US AI basket, which kind of has AI exposed companies. That was down about 7% in November, whereas the healthcare sector, which has been in the doldrums for the past few years, is actually on the upswing. So it's not so surprising that you'd see a company that's in the healthcare sector go public as these AI companies kind of wait for that market to maybe recover a bit.